Howdy, Fab Familiar. So last night I played the last round of Swiss and I got paired up against a gentleman you may have heard the name, Sasha Markovic. He is quite a good player and I lost in the last turns. So he was clever enough to take damage, go down to, I think it was 2 life or 3 life. I was on 5. So he turned off my Arcanite Skullcap, blocked with 2 cards, kept a blue pitch and a red Ether Spindle, fired up his Staff of Aetherweave, Crucible of Aetherweave, staff, extra point of damage, hit me with Ether Spindle for 4, total is 5, and I died. And that was that. So I said that if I won, I may, or did well, I might share the warrior list. And to be honest, I was going to run through it real quick anyway on my list here on fabdb.net. But my computer's doing all sorts of interesting updating and reinstalling and all this stuff. And I just wanted to get the video done. So don't worry about it. Off the top of my head, the idea was just aggressive warrior, chucking a load of red attack actions and some pumps. So looking at obviously all red, Ravenous Rabble, Enlightened Strike, Nimble Strikes, Nimbleisms, Red Plunder Runs, Flocks in yellow and red, Razor Reflexes, which can go onto the sword as well for Dorinthia, and then a small package of sort of classic Dorinthia reactions. So Red Iron Song Response, Glint the Quicksilver, good for pitching, Red Warriors Valor, 1 or 2 Iron Song Determinations, 1 Steelblade Supremacy. So the idea was kind of overall just to hit with the sword initially, maybe with a Quicken token so it gets go again regardless, or drop a Glint the Quicksilver on it, and then start chaining into some red attacks. So maybe following up with a Ravenous Rabble into an Enlightened Strike. And then over the next few turns, just hit them with the red attack actions, 10 damage a turn, something on average like that. They start going, oh, this deck's not a classic Dorinthia, and then later in the game you find and filter through to your Singing Steel Blades and all your pumps and your reactive stuff, your one route, and hopefully get that turn where you can blow them out and take the game happily enough. So in all honesty, I didn't feel too bad about the game with Sasha. He was on Wizard, obviously, from what I said before. Very interesting deck. The biggest thing I learned would just be that you need to pay respect to Kano, which, funnily enough, James put in the release notes on the Flesh and Blood website about Kano and how he plays. If you overstep, he might just kill you in response. So biggest thing, I did not have any other Null Rune equipments or Arcane Barrier equipments bar the Arcanite Skullcap, which of course only turns on when I'm on less life, which is very difficult, especially from the start when you're on 40 and Kano's on 30. The other thing is, looking at such a red heavy aggressive deck, I could have easily been running Erina's Prayer, at least the red one. So this is a 1 cost instant. Reveal the top card of your library. It does minus that pitch value, but it prevents, 5, 4, 3 arcane damage. Yeah, if I'd had that, it would have helped a lot. He had some good turns where he'd just Ether Spindle me for 5 and I couldn't do anything, and then he'd opt 5 and, set up some good Kano ability, pitch a blue. Oh, I know what's on top. Burn you for more, etc. So, yeah, interesting matchup. What I'd take away from it is, of course, play a bit more arcane damage prevention in your 80 cards, because people are playing around with Wizard now for sure, getting better at that. And of course, Runeblade is still pretty strong and is out there as well. So, yeah, the warrior list, yeah, it's an alright idea if you like just going all out, attacking hardcore with some red cards. Definitely give it a go. Try your mix of what you want in there. I had Command and Conquers, which I think are very good in a warrior or a ranger build. Probably Bravo as well for the same kind of reason, and that people would want to put defense reactions in their arsenal, particularly when they can, so that they can get around Dominate or, with Dorinthia, the blocking from hand triggers reprise, right? So if they block from Arsenal with a defense reaction, they're not turning on her reprise cards. And then you just come out of nowhere and command and conquer, and it's happy days. Art of War as well shone for the first time for me in that kind of deck where you have a load of strong attack actions. You play Tunic. It's very good. You want to probably play it off Tunic every time that you can or that suits. And yeah, that's about that. But for now, let's open this pack here. I've chosen Azalea. Go back to me old faithful lady. I will be playing Ranger again next week, no doubt, and going back to tuning that and getting better with that. Got some more ideas over the week, so that's been good. So the pack today, there you go. MVP of the week, Ravenous Rabble Red. Has Go Again. Reveal the top card of your library, which is often good to do as well. In decks like, well, in most of the new Arcane Rising decks, a lot of the heroes care about what's on top. So this card is just really good. Gives you information. Hits for 4, 3, sometimes 2 if you're unlucky with Go Again for 0. Push the point. Gets an extra damage, one cost attack action. Rifting. Very nice. Cadaverous Contraband. Can get a non-attack action card from your grave back on top of your deck. Mage Boots. You'll see these around. Pay 1, destroy it, give your next non-attack action Go Again, and you get to go again off that, so it's a good card. Zipper Hit Red. Throttle Red. Sikkim Shot Red. Overloop Red. Reverberate Red. Spellblade Strike Red. Scalding Rain Red. Viserai Young Fella and Crucible of Aetherweave Wizard Staff. So, fun times. And for our rares and our foil, we have a Reduce 2 Rune Chant, sorry. As long as you have at least 1 Rune Chant token, this costs 0. And it blocks for 4 in red, so it's the typical defense reaction stats, 0 for 4 block in red. This one creates another Rune Chant token, so it's very strong. It's a rare for Runeblade. Stir the Aetherwinds, a very good card in Wizard, and in discussions, talking with a few people, including Sasha, this can be quite a nice arsenal setup if you are playing with Wizard, in conjunction sometimes with his boots, and giving another card instant speed. Playing this out of arsenal, this gives your next Wizard non-attack action instant speed and plus 2, 3, 1 if it's blue, and get a load of damage in. And this is a pretty nice foil, I'm not going to lie. Hopefully you'll enjoy this one. Red Plunder Run. Ooh, yummy. If you need a red plunder run, hit me up. And otherwise, have a fabulous day. Get geared up for the Road to Nationals tomorrow. And if you are playing in that, just make sure you have a good breakfast, maybe a little bit of exercise, get the blood pumping, have a look over your deck, relax for a few minutes, and we'll see you in the player meeting. Thanks so much. All the best. Good luck with the weekend, and we will catch you soon. Ciao.